well, you're never gonna get paid for fueling your car since producing gasoline costs money. But I guess both diesel and gasoline will get a lot cheaper, hopefully. We have a nice gap down today. I'm short both SPXL and TQQ since yesterday. Livongo is gapping higher. W I'm short also from late day yesterday when it broke this little tight range. STGR I'm long. XL I'm long. Probably gonna get stopped out. I'm gonna put a stop on it. It closed a little bit too weak for my taste. If it had closed over 24 would have been nice, but it closed kind of weak. So, and especially now with the markets technically starting to pull back, I don't want to risk anything. And also I bought UGAs. I actually have a blog post coming on this one, why I think it could be a nice hold over the next 3 to 6 months or so. I just forgot to post it. I was supposed to post it in pre-market, but there was too many things going on. I am watching Shopify. It's still showing some big relative strength, but I don't think it's not gonna keep going up forever. It's up 100% almost in like 2 weeks. It's a large cap name. It's gonna pull back eventually. Yes, because I shut it off. I was eating. All right, let's see what we get today. I'm also gonna see which one is going to be the weakest one today, if it's gonna be SPXL or TQQ. Pretty big moment here for the SPYs, for example. It's actually right below its rising 10-day. Shopify going to the moon. It's a good thing. Higher it goes, the better trade is going to be. I'm watching this NCLH for a short. It's the weakest of the cruise lines. It's starting to break below this little bear flag it's been building for the past few weeks. NVAX had a hit piece yesterday by Citron. So far it's holding up really, really well. Oh, UGAS didn't stop me out yet. Okay, great. It was printing 2303 bid. You just stopped me out. This one looks like it wants to go higher. Okay, TQQQs are weaker. I just added a little bit to my TQQs. Those took out the lows first. But we'll see. Now SPXL is about to take highs out of the day. That's interesting. Shopify. If it breaks below the lows of the first red 5-minute candle, I'm gonna take a starter. Or I'm gonna take maybe half size or something. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. Wow, NVAX wants to go higher. Oh, wow, what if this thing goes like 35 or something? Ooh. Man, I caught a runner on NVAX. I'm very happy about that. Very happy. I needed a big trade. This is closing in on a 250k trade over the past few weeks now. Very happy about that. I've been very frustrated. Work, yeah, it is. But I just don't think breakouts are gonna have follow through over the next few weeks. I think we're gonna shop around because the markets really did put in one hell of a rally, and SPYs rallied right into the declining 50-day, and we're getting rejected there now. So I just don't have high hopes. We're seeing a lot of these bear flags starting to break lower. So be careful with chasing stuff, or not chasing, but buying any type of breakout. And also things that didn't break out or run the past 3 weeks when we had a historic rally, that's not a good thing. Yeah, they may chase it up because it's a laggard and it looks like it's just coming out of a little base, but it's not a good thing that it hasn't gone. That's a sign of weakness, not strength. Still waiting for that first either opening range break of the opening range lows or the break of the first red 5-minute candle. Okay, it broke below VWAP. Okay, look, I'm gonna short some Shopify here. I took a starter just because it broke below VWAP, and I'm gonna add at the points I mentioned, because this is especially with the markets weak, it's not gonna keep going up forever. DAL is another airliner, so airlines are all looking very weak, and cruise lines. They're trying to break down, but we'll see if they actually can do that. I'm gonna use the lows of the dip from yesterday on NVAX as the stop, because this is where Citron tweeted about it. Had a big down candle and then it just bounced higher. So the lows of this candle is gonna be my final stop on NVAX. If it takes that out, I don't want to be in it. And it's also getting very extended, so it's time for it to pull back, even though I hope it goes higher, but I hope it's not a strategy. Oh, TQQ, nice. Oh, nice follow through from my entry. Oh shit, I need to cover some from those ads. That's a nice one. Very happy about it. Yeah, SPYs are breaking support levels, both on the 60-minute and the daily chart. Now the rising 10 days acting as a resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if we retest this rising 20-day in both the SPYs and Qs over the next few sessions. Remember, the rally can unwind as fast as it went up. The individual bear flags are actually bouncing, a lot of them, which is a little bit interesting. Like, they're all at highs of the day. The cruise lines, the airlines. So we'll see. Something has to give. Either these start fading with the markets or the markets start bouncing because the individual stocks are not going lower. Tesla is super strong. It's almost green. Okay, Shopify held. It put in a higher low intraday so far. All my alerts are going off. Okay, I just got stopped out of my starter Shopify. Okay, good thing. Look, I hope this thing goes to 1,000. I really do. The higher it goes, the bigger the trade is going to be. Like, from these levels, he could easily have a multi-day pullback of $100. And the higher it goes, the bigger the pullback is going to be. So it's not a bad thing. TVIX is making a move too, obviously, because the markets are bad. Okay, Norwegian is going green on the day. I'm taking that off my list. So right now, see a lot of beaten down names putting in big bounces. TQQs can't bounce much though. TDOC is up on day. Oh wait, Shopify is right back below VWAP. It had a little bit of a squeeze candle and it's right back. Interesting. Let's see if we can retest and fail at VWAP again. I'm gonna add to it with a tight stop if it can fail, but looks like it wants to go higher. Put in another higher low, looks like. All the tankers and natural gas stocks are higher. The leading group today. Okay, looks like we're starting to bounce here. TQQs are much weaker than SPX. Like, SPL is at the highs of the day and TQQs are still, they're actually below my entry where I added to it. So they're super weak. Wonder if Shopify goes to 700 today. Like, the funny thing is Shopify could go to 700 or it could go to 600 today. So right now it's building lower highs and higher lows. DraftKings is super strong. Okay, so far it looks like Shopify wants to go to 700. So, SDGR, I need to sell some. I bought some at 43, already up 12-13%. Need to sell some here. Livongo, I haven't sold a single share yet. I'm in from 32.67. I probably need to start selling. I'm up 25. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna trail my stop on it. And also, hey, Jay Patterson, since you're from Texas, do you know anything about oil and gas? Second window, it's the 60-minute chart, 1 hour chart. As you can see here, I have different tabs. I have 2 1-hour charts, one with pre-market data, one without, and then I have 2 5-minute and 2 1-minute tabs. Not at all? Okay. Bull flags. This is not my normal TC2000 setup. This is only my streaming setup. Normal setup is much more extensive and runs on 2 screens. So this is like a cramped down streaming version. Oh, Lake is going higher. What's APT is not going higher? Interesting. Why is Lake strong? Okay, because I found a nice little thesis, like trading thesis today. I don't know, it makes sense. That's if you guys can read my blog post, I posted it on Twitter too. You can see it right here. Oh, it hasn't updated. No, it has updated. Pretty much since they're starting to close these wells, like oil wells, due to low prices and nowhere to store the oversupply. And since a lot of the natural gas, like 40% of natural gas in the US is a byproduct from the oil wells. Like, if they close a lot of wells, the natural gas supply is gonna go down, while the demand hasn't gone down. The demand has stayed the same even during this COVID-19 lockdowns. So that should mean that the natural gas prices should go higher, right? Or am I wrong? Am I missing something? Like, I'm gonna link to my blog. It's just the thesis I found. Like, I don't know if I'm missing something. Okay, Shopify, I added more. I had a stop set opening range lows. Let's see if this thing can. So that should mean that natural gas should go higher, which is the reason I bought UGAS pre-market. I bought a small 5,000 shares. I'm using a white stop and it's a starter. I'm gonna add to it if the chart starts playing out. Like in 2018, this thing went up 300% in 3-4 months. So this thing can definitely move. It's obviously a triple ETF, so with all the risks that come with that. But it did break a downtrend line yesterday. It broke above the 50-day, the declining 50-day, for the first time in many months, or like this UNG, which is maybe a better indicator. I don't know. So it's starting to perk higher. So if my thesis is correct, or it's not my thesis, but I just like the thesis. It makes sense. And a lot of these natural gas names have doubled over the past few weeks, or maybe even almost triple. Like AR is almost a triple. RRC, this thing has more than doubled. SWN, this thing is a triple almost. There are, COG, also a big move. So the stocks, the natural gas stocks, have gone higher over the past few weeks, but natural gas prices haven't reacted much yet. And obviously UGAS is a play on the natural gas prices. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, USO is another. Now they're raiding the other. Like yesterday they raided the May futures, right? And now they're raiding the June futures. And the USO, if I understood it correctly, is mostly in the June futures right now, and they're taking them down pretty hard. Interesting times. Well, yeah, but there has been oversupply. They've been pumping like crazy. But yeah, exactly. There's been a demand glut too. But my point is, since the natural gas demand hasn't been affected and the supply will get affected, shouldn't that drive the price higher? Well, no, I'm not gonna. No, UGAS is a triple at the ETF. This is programmed to go to zero. This is more of a trade for me. But yeah, I could, I guess, buy UNG too. But I'm not gonna mess around with these commodities, or it's not really my thing. Yeah, look, I don't know what the fuck they're using natural gas for. I have no idea. I don't know anything about energy. I really don't know anything. Like, I read this thesis and then I started Googling it, and I found some other source that talked about the same thing. So I'm like, okay, heck, I'll buy some. But obviously I'm gonna add if the technicals support my thesis. So I bought a small starter, like literally 1/5 size or something. Okay, NVAX, I sold most of my shares now, or a little while ago. Took out the lows of the day and went red on the day. And my last piece I'm gonna sell at yesterday's retracement lows. All right, TQQ's taking out the lows. Finally, my accounts are starting to show some green. Yeah, it is, because it's a high price stock. That's why. I'm not sure the percentage spread is that wide. It's like $3 spread. $3 spread. It's not too bad. On a percentage basis, it's very low. So the morning rally is starting to fail here. I'm thinking about shorting, some individual name. NCLH probably, because that's the best looking one technically. So very clean bear flag on the daily and the 60-minute charts. So opening range lows like 1103, maybe 40-50 cent stop. We'll see. Oh man, not a lot of things in scan. XRT had some. This thing broke out. I know someone in the chat bought this thing. Congrats to them. It's up like 60% since the breakout day. INO is still having followed through. What's Codex doing? Codex is resting. Oh, grats. I saw they had some kind of a PR or something like that today. Had some kind of a PR. Wait, cheaper, isn't this? This is a nat stock too, I think. Nat gas. Yep, it's a nat gas stock. They're trying to push it. The tankers, if I had realized why the tankers went up yesterday, I would have probably bought some like TNK or something like that. This is the one with the best chart, but they're all thin. I like the chart on this AR. It's just starting to come out of a long range from the lows. Why can't this thing go back to $5-7 if natural gas actually makes a move? Okay, now AT is starting to move too, because Lake started moving. So I was like, why isn't APT moving? Yeah, there's still gonna be a lot of demand for these masks. There's gonna be a lot of demand for them over the next few months, and maybe even years. Okay, NVAX, looks like I am going to get stopped out at any second now. What's mRNA doing? It's still holding up. Okay, what a short in hindsight. Yeah, yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, okay, I got stopped. Okay, I'm out of NVAX. That was a big trade for me. I was up 250 or so on it earlier today at the open, but now I gave back a bunch of money. But it was a $200,000 trade. I'm not gonna, I'm very happy about it. APT. I bought some APT, just a starter. I have some good entries on a bunch of stuff, and now it's all about the follow through. I'm in no rush to get into more things. I am watching both APT and Lake. Like APT, I did a starter. They look good. Technically, like APT has been building, or Lake has been building higher lows for 2 months or a month and a half. It's just starting to come out of this little range. It's trying to. APT also, it's trying to. It's also been building a higher lows for about 2 months. So I don't know. I think I see a good risk reward. Oh shit, I removed something from here. Oh yeah, okay, UNG. Click the wrong button, of course. Ally. Okay. I wonder if SBXL is just going to be another add point later. It does have a lot of air. Or the spice. The spice have a lot of air. It's just at this range. There's like no support until the rising 20-day, which is quite a bit lower. Maybe there's gonna be a quick day trade later in the day if it breaks lower from a tight range. Yeah, there's steady selling pressure today, no doubt. All these extended stocks are pulling back. Now mRNA is starting to pull too. It's probably a good short. But I'm already kind of heavily short a bunch of stuff like TQQ, SPXL, Shopify. I mean like 4 million in short exposure. It's enough for me. It's enough. Okay, so NG storage is filled beginning in April through... Okay, that's because there's not a lot of... Okay, so they use it for mainly for heating, right? And between April and September, there's no need for heating. So that's why the storage is filling. Am I getting, is it correct? Okay. That is the primary driver of demand, unless we see some very hot in the summer or lower in the spring. Okay. My average on Shopify is 647.5. Or 647.50. Oh yeah, starting to see some nice numbers in my accounts. Oh yeah, I've been, after the past 3 weeks, I really needed this. I did some NCLH too. Again, I have a lot of short exposure already, but I just like this chart a lot. This is like a classic bear flag. Oh, TQQ. I need to cover some more. Covering some more of my ads. Holy shit, finally things are playing out. I'm finally getting some nice trades. It's been frustrating past 3 weeks. Like everything was straight up and I missed, like I got stopped out of everything. Like I got shaken out. mRNA is the one that hurts the most. I'm not gonna lie. This one is, man, this one, I had a pretty decent size here in at 31. I think I had 30,000 shares. I had a lot of size. Just do the math, 31 to 56. That's yeah, could have been a big trade. Because if you have a period of weeks when the market is really good and you fucked it up and it just keeps going, it gets really frustrating. It really hits your confidence. You really start doubting yourself. And that's what happened to me the past 3 weeks. I totally dropped the ball. And the funny thing is I had TQQ on the opening range breakout this day here. I had TQQ in the low 48s and I sold it in the like 51s or something. Because I didn't think it was going to go much higher, and then it go much higher. And mRNA, obviously, I fucked up. I can't believe how much I fucked up the past 3 weeks. It's really incredible. But now, if I can nail these trades, it's going to be all good. It's going to be all good. I'm going to be happy again. Wow. Shopify. That's what happens. No stock goes up forever. Yeah, okay, it's great that I got a little bit of the gas or the natural gas thesis confirmed at least. I got stopped out of my starter of APT. It didn't have any follow through at all. But the short still looks great. I'm gonna keep it on watch. I am going to keep it on watch. I really hope you nailed some of these trades together with me. Like these were really like 5-star setups. Like Shopify was a 5-star setup. It doesn't get better than that. You don't get setups like that very often. When you do, you gotta size. I should have sized more. I had 3,000 shares. I'm down to 2,200 shares now. But it's always like that. When you nail a big trade, you wish you had more size. But, well, it's the setup. It's also the setup. Like this type of setup is one type of, it's just one type, like a mean reversion trade. When you have a stock that's up a lot and it's up 3, 4, 5 days in a row, it's not going to go, oh my God, I need to cover. Look at this thing. Now I wish I had more size, really. Jesus Christ, I can't put in covers fast enough. Oh yeah, okay. This was good. This was a good one. And I still think it has at least $50 more of downside. Maybe not today, but over the next few days. Holy fuck. SPXL is holding up much better than the rest, than the TQQ. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie. Very good day. Very good day. Very good day. Closing in on 300k on the day. This is, oh man, I needed this. I wasn't in a good place mentally. Yeah, it's just like Tesla and TVIX. Just study these setups. There's a bunch of these every year. TVIX, Tesla, Shopify, they're all the same setup. Now the key is obviously to time it well. That's the hard part. SDR. That's the hard part. Holy shit, they're going straight down. Oh man, I need to cover. I'm covering a bunch of SPXL and TQQ. These are big moves. Oh, yeah, I really needed that. It was, the past 3 weeks, especially the past two, like the past week has been really, like last week was really frustrating. And last week was one of my most frustrating weeks during, in a long time probably. Like I just couldn't get things going. Except for NVAX, but that one I had from the week before, so I really didn't do it. Oh my god, look at Shop. It's just incredible. This is what a 5-star setup should do. This is okay. Nothing more to add really. I have nothing more to add right now. When you are in a bunch of 5-star setups, all you have to do is shut the fuck up and hold it, and then just wait, and you're gonna be happy a few hours to a few days to a few weeks later. Okay, now NCLH looks like it wants to stop breaking down too. Now Shopify, either for later today or for tomorrow or the next few days, I'm gonna look for ranges to downside, because now if you look at it on the 60-minute chart, this thing has another $50, $60 of clean downside. Now I hope it doesn't break it today. It would be better if it does it tomorrow, because it's already had a big move today. But if it breaks, it could very easily go to mid-low 500s today. I mean, if the selling really comes in. If euphoria leaves, you get panic. That's pretty much what happens. So we'll see. Wow, these things can't even bounce. Are you kidding me? Like TQQ is almost at new lows. Shopify's SPXL is at new lows. Wow, holy shit. I thought we were gonna get a few hours bounce here, but nope. All right, guys, you know my game plan. I hope you nailed these things together with me. Yeah, it feels good. I'm getting my confidence back. I was pretty low, I have to admit. Hence the constant whining and complaining over the past week or so. But now I'm back. All right, thanks for joining, guys, and hope you have a great rest of. You'll get to your first million. You'll get there, trust me. And after you get to your first million, the second million will be easy. Trust me on that one. As long as you don't fuck it up, it all depends on you. Just focus on price action. Focus on what the market is doing, what the market is trying to tell you.